So today I have the Southern Skeins kid helping me out in the dye studio. Hey Tyler.
Hello.
So that is Southern Skeins kid, and he is helping me today with some yarn prep. He is on dish cleanup duty.
That's me.
He is scrubbing all my dye pots, and then he's going to refill them for me. Okay, so we've just finished scrubbing all of the containers, so now we are filling them all.
Yeah, how much do you want these filled up?
Within probably 2 or 3 inches. 3 inches from the top should be fine. We are going to be doing a full immersion dyeing today, prepping a wholesale order. So 3 inches is good. And then after that, we'll put in the citric acid, and we're going to put the lids on, and we are going to let the water heat up, and then we're going to drop the yarn in it. Alright, looks like we got citric acid in there, we've got water in there, the lids are on. Tyler is turning on, or the Southern Skeins kid is turning on all the dye pans, so we're good for now. We're going to let him heat up for about a half an hour. Yep, just exactly like that. And then we're just going to drape the yarn over the top. Here we go.
Too much out of the top?
You can put a little bit more in if you think you can fit it. How many skeins do we have there?
4.
Good. Then we're going to just do that with the next remaining pots.
There's only one skein left after this one.
Oh, there's a whole bunch more over by me.
Oh shit. No.
Good job. And then what we're going to do is we are going to tip the end. We're going to tip the end with a different color.
Oh.
So yeah, you get at least half of the yarn in the pot, and try to leave a third to a quarter out of the pot. There you go. And then the priority mailbox over here by me has more of it in it. Perfect. Hi everyone, it's Jenna back at you here. I came out to check the yarn, and it is cooking up just like I wanted. That water, I don't know if it's easy to see through the recording, but it's clear. It's already absorbed, which is exactly what we wanted. So I'm going to let it sit out here and cook for a little bit longer, just to get good and settled in there, and then I will be back out to get the pots changed around, and then we're going to tip the other color. So this is it so far. We have 70 of these to do, and we will keep it moving. Talk to you again in a few. Bye. Hi everyone, it's Jenna with Southern Skeins, and I have done my little dip to the end of the tips. So now we're just going to sit here for a little while. Got some more acid in there, and we're just going to go ahead and let it heat set in. Yay, it's all done. Can you hear that? Can you hear the thunder? Because thunder only happens when it's raining. and it's pouring. I think we still have a bit of Elsa. I don't think Elsa gave us everything she was going to yesterday. She was going to let it all go. I think Elsa left some for today, for let it all go. So hopefully this will be it with Elsa and she'll move on. But that's where we are. So we're just going to let him sit. I've got a whole row of dye pots here, and you will get to tune in when I'm washing and spinning and hanging to dry, and then when Master Skein Twister Dave is twisting the skeins. Other than that, catch you later. Bye. I'm going to go sit outside on the screen porch and enjoy the rain. So it's morning and the yarn is cooled off beautifully. And so the next step is I'm going to be taking it over to the sink to give it its spa day. And then we'll put it in a nice spin in the spin dryer, and then weather permitting we'll hang it to dry. If not, I'll put it on the back porch or in the house. Otherwise it'll be hung outside. So I will take you with me on this journey. Okay, so we are out of the pans and we're heading to the spa day, aka the tub. Hi everyone, so the yarn is now in the house drying. It is Elsa 2.0 out there, so I cannot have the yarn outside. But this is the first wave of it. I like how there's patches of still some white, and I like how the red mixes in. I like the various shades of the blue. We've got almost a little bit of a dark blue burgundy popping through, or dark red burgundy. And I just really like how all that turns out. So this batch is drying, and we'll get to see more later. I don't know if you can pick that up, but that is a really, really pretty intense blue. Everything is going to be a little bit softer on the non-superwash than it will be on the actual superwash yarn. Gives it more of a painterly effect, so we can actually come in and see, there we go, some splotches. And it's one of the things that's nice because it takes longer for the non-superwash to absorb the colors, and they take them at a less intense way. So there you go. Next step will be, after it's dry, we'll be skeining it, twisting it. Hi everyone, so here we are at the last step in our process of turning the big hanks into the minis. And Dave is taking the yarn from the Nitty Knotty, putting it onto the, twisting them into little hanks. And he's got the main skein set up on the Swift over there. Dave, do you want to describe how you figure out how many turns to do?
Well, what we do is we take the distance of the full skein, which in this case is 220 yards, and just divide that by 5, since we're getting, it's a 100-gram skein, we want 5 20-gram skeins out of it, so you divide your yardage by 5, which gives you 44 yards. Then, I take the very first mini skein and I run it through this little device here, which is a distance counter for a fishing line going on a fishing pole. And it's got a little jig that allows you to clamp it down to a table, because it was adapted by somebody for use with yarn. And we just run 44 yards through that, and I count how many wraps it goes around the Nitty Knotty in order to form one 20-gram mini skein, in this case 48 wraps. The reason why I only want to do that is because this guy puts a lot of drag on the line. It actually makes it fairly difficult to pull the line through, so you only want to use it once. So we count the number of Nitty Knotty wraps for 44 yards. In this case it's 48 wraps, and then I just do 48 wraps for each mini skein from here on out.
Well, I'll let you get back to what you were doing, and I hope everybody has enjoyed this episode of behind the skeins and get to see what we do behind the skeins. And Dave's gonna sit there and count out some more rows, because I think I made him lose count as to, yeah, I made him lose count as to how many wraps he did on the Nitty Naughty.
The good news is this is thicker yarn than the sock stuff that we do, so it's a little easier to count.